अरे आंखें भी बंद कर रहा है यार, ये कमाल लग रहा है वैसे भाई। ये सब वो पेंटिंग्स हैं जो ओरिजिनल फिल्म में यूज हुई हैं, और आप चेक करें यार।
One of the most expensive props they have made for films that you end up only seeing it in the background. That's a good question. It's just they put a lot of money into making it. They wanted to make it look like they wanted this.
ये अब मेरे पीछे ड्रैगन देख रहे हैं, उन्होंने ये बताया उसका म्यूजिक भी चल रहा है। तो एक में बड़ा मजेदार सी फूल है, बड़ा अच्छा सा है, तो हसीन लग रही है ड्रैगन, इतनी हसीन लग रही है कि ऐसा लग रहा है बिल्कुल नेचुरल रियल है और कमाल है भाई।
It was the film crew.
ओए होए होए।
Harry Potter, so I just want to warn you. You may never look at Quidditch the same way again.
He just did that one film, and then we have David Yates over here. He did the last film, and then he also because we are during the first feature, we have all those Star Trek costumes here. So I'm going to show you some of these beautiful pieces. This is the Bulbasaur's dress. When they were styling and designing Bulbasaur and Durmstrang, they wanted them to look completely the opposite of each other. As you can see, they do look quite different with the coloring, everything. This was very designed by French schoolgirls, all of that kind of boarding school type for the French. And then for Durmstrang, brown. This is really heavy.
Oh yes.
But it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It is really heavy for me to hold, but as you can see, oh, my body stretch going on here, but it is beautiful piece as well.
Just like niggers.
Yeah, also a nice little fact for you. Can you see the Bulbasaur's hats over there? The designer. Oh my god! So,
the same James.
yes, that one exactly.
Yes.
So that is a really cool fact. If you're gonna take a closer look. I love really to have here.
Yeah, we passed by the store.
That's what they do.
ये वो सारी बिग्स हैं जो इसमें कैरेक्टर्स में
and it
use
will
होती
save them a lot of time that way as well. Alright. Also, all adults wore wigs because they did not ask the adults to change into like their hairstyles or anything. Like Helena Bonham Carter, for example, was a wig. Phil came from the small boy. Actually, the actor himself required him to wear a wig, but he was like, I just think it fits my character. He's a blonde guy. Let's put me into a wig.
Mhm.
So they gave him a wig. But yeah, we.
Alan Rickman also wore a wig.
Of course he did. Yes. That's great. It's amazing. I have a lot of we're going to see his costume. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about him in the potions classroom. Now we have Harry's scars here that I want to show you. So take a closer look. I'll go from here so everyone can you see them in there?
Yep.
Like glue on
Yes, they were
scars.
glued on. And throughout the whole film series that they used, I think they ended up using 6,000 scars on the body. All for him, all for his stunt double, who was of course also.
So all stuff used in the film.
Sorry?
All stuff used in the film.
Yes, everything
Oh.
original. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, this is Harry's scar. It's really cool. I know.
Oh, okay.
When he's going into the Horcrux hunt.
Yeah.
But then throughout the film, when he's wanting for the Horcruxes, he goes through quite a lot, as you might remember from the film. So he has to look like he has gone through a lot. He can't look like this at the end when he's facing Voldemort. So he did not obviously have time to change, and the filmmakers wanted to make it look like he was going through everything when he was doing that. So what they did with his costume, which is actually really funny, we have the backlot cafe area where we will go. They would put the hose behind the truck and then they would drive around with the truck just to make it look like it was distressed. Yeah. Really cool. Then we also have all the here. One of the same thing, but a different story behind it. This is the original one. at the beginning of the seventh film, and then that is at the end of the film when he's fighting Harry before he's destroyed. What they did with Voldemort is that they used 7 different shades of green over here in this costume because there is
7 Horcruxes.
Yes, 7 Horcruxes. That's a special number for
To
J.K.
get fast to
Rowling.
get a job here.
यार पूरी दुनिया है मतलब ये पूरा उन्होंने यहाँ पे सजाया हुआ है।
Make sure everyone here.
यार ये कमाल है वैसे आप देखें ये सब चीजें ओरिजिनल फिल्म में यूज हुई तो मजेदार सीन है और भाई कमाल है मतलब यार आप देखें हमने ये सिर्फ फिल्मों में देखा है और ये रियल चीजें यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं तो ये अमेजिंग है भाई मतलब आप लगता है कि यार आप एक सीरीज देख रहे थे जो बेतहाशा मकबूल थी और आप उसके सेट के उसकी रियल ओरिजिनल चीजें देख रहे हैं तो यार मतलब सच में ये बहुत कमाल है बहुत कमाल
And
है
then once they moved out to the third film, this is where Alfonso Cuarón comes in. As I said, I will be mentioning him a lot. He wanted them to look like the character who was holding the wand. So he gave all of the members, all the crew, all the like actors who were playing the characters a job that how would you like your character to look like? So all of them got to design a little bit of their wands, which is pretty cool. So for Dumbledore, for example, when they designed this Elder Wand, they did not know how important it would end up being. So they were just like, he just wanted a wand with that kind of one. And then it ended up being the Elder Wand, which they found out much more later on. But it is pretty cool because it is very, very different from what they all look like. So quite interesting. Do you have any favorite characters that you want me to point out here?
I love that Hermione and Sirius's are so similar. Like
Yes.
as far as they kind of took some intricate design on the front of the wand there.
Yeah, Sirius, they have the runes because of he was in Azkaban, and for some reason they were just connecting ancient runes to old magic, and that way, that's what they did with his wand. One of my favorites is Slughorn. You can see the small slug at the end of the wand. It's pretty cool detail as well. And also, my favorite character is Draco Malfoy. Fun fact about him: he did not end up breaking any of the wands when he was filming. He was really, really careful with his wands and everything that he was given. While Daniel Radcliffe, he was destroying his wands. They ended up I believe there were like thousands of different wands that they had to make because they also do hero wands and then prop wands that I will talk to you more about the difference about that. But it basically means that when they were doing a stunt, it had to be like a wand that wouldn't hurt them, while the hero wand is the actual wooden wand that they would use. And that would hurt if it hit somebody's eye, you know. Alright?
With children.
Yeah, exactly. They do whatever they want. Yeah, they're having fun. Good, like so kind and polite, and then they were like, well, it's
And this is also a real set.
yeah.
Oh,
Phoenix over there. It's an animatronic, so they
Oh.
can move it around.
everything is real.
Yes.
Oh.
All the paintings, everything.
Oh my god.
So what's behind the actually
It is something like that over there. Yeah, they have different.
भाई ये सब वो पेंटिंग्स हैं जो ओरिजिनल फिल्म में यूज हुई हैं और आप चेक करें यार
One of the most expensive props they have made for this film that you end up only seeing it in the background. Yeah. But it's
मतलब
still there.
सारी चीजें
Dumbledore's telescope behind the
Original
globe
है।
there. You see just the top of it.
Why was that the most expensive?
That's a good question. It's just they put a lot of money into making it. They wanted
It's a-
to make it look like they wanted this to look like a really expensive office overhaul with a lot of like old stuff that he has gathered around throughout the years.
And it could be like an authentic telescope. That's
Yeah, I
actually a
believe
functional
so.
scope.
We also have the pensive over there if you want to look into the pensive. We have some of the memories here. All these memories have been handwritten originally, so a lot of work is there. So that's pretty cool as well. There you can see once you get closer to it. Yeah, amazing set. If you want to take some pictures, I'm going to put the book back. Actually, it's fun to know the printing box for the old trip because literally page everything. But yeah, over there we can actually we're not going to there because it's really proud. But it has a little book called Activity as you can see.
The leaky cauldron. That's it, love. You hear that, The leaky cauldron has been landed. You can see what it's doing. Let's see what it means to you.
Four, three, 3.5, 2, 1 3/4. Yes!
Telescope if you guys want to take It's also a nice photo opportunity if you want to do it afterwards. You can get the forced perspective of the table, so you know that's how they could Hagrid and the children to look on more. So the children would be in the background and Hagrid would sit in the front.
Like hat was something that the jumper was hanging on. So I just didn't know.
Well, you take a look at that. There might be an answer for you in there. It's a really good, really cool set as well. So yeah, but I do not know for sure either. This is our divination class. It's one of our inducements. So if you want to take a picture of it, you do that. It's beautiful. Yeah, not hollow, but like if somebody would step on it, you would fall through. Yeah, it's really fragile. So when they had people in there, they would wear they were wearing helmets.
Harnesses.
Harnesses. You got so much better in English.
यार मैं कहता हूँ बच्चों को यहाँ लेने आना चाहिए
Harnesses, and they were
जिसके बच्चे वो ले आओ
to pretending
fun
like they were
करेंगे,
sitting there
बहुत
on the
fun.
desk and working that way, just because it was safe to have something on that. That's also all that we have, like with the prophecy orbs. They originally created thousands of orbs, and then they not used.
अरे आंखें भी बंद कर रहा है यार ये कमाल लग रहा है वैसे ऐसे लग रहा है बिल्कुल रियल है ओ गॉड कमाल लग रहा है यार ये कमाल लग रहा है सच में और ये है पता नहीं गारनुमा चीजें कोई कहाँ जा रहे हैं कुछ आइडिया नहीं है क्योंकि स्पेशल टूर बुक किया है तो जरा स्पेशल चीजें ओ जाला
Ben says he wants me to spin it over. So that is Aragon. He's pretty cool, isn't he? He's actually made of coconut hair. That's what we like to tell people who find spiders a bit scary. We're like, don't worry, he's just one thing. Also, somebody said the spiders up here have been made after One Direction band members, and I like that theory, so I'm that theory. That the spiders up here have been made of One Direction. Boys.
It's a band.
Yes, okay. British band, boy band. They are not together anymore, but I grew up with them, so I really like that idea. Obviously, that's theory.
यार अमेजिंग है वैसे मजेदार आता है मतलब ये देखने में इतना ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है शायद मेरा कैमरा इतना ना दिखा पाए लेकिन क्या कमाल लग रहा है
Somebody to do it. So that is their glowing Patronus helmet. So they had a dog, and they put his helmet on a dog, and then they made the dog run around. Get your little break, and then Originally they used real food, but it would smell so bad after a while, you know, especially if they were cooking beef or something. Just because they were recorded at being a bit of snake itself, so they wanted to put a little thing in this book that way. So yeah, Mina Lima, a lot of people.
सब ओरिजिनल बुक्स हैं जो इसमें यूज हुई हैं। मजेदार सीन है भाई। एक्सपीरियंस करने को चीज़ें तो बहुत सारी जो उन्होंने बहुत सारी चीज़ें उठा के यहाँ रखी हैं जो फिल्म में यूज हुई थी, तो कमाल है भाई। भाई ये दो लोग थे जो इसके सेट डिज़ाइनर थे, जिन्होंने ये पूरा सेट डिज़ाइन किया था। उसमें ओरिजिनल उन्होंने बॉक्स भी रखी थी और सारी चीज़ें रखी थी। तो वाव है भाई, वाव है, सच में वाव है और मज़ेदार सा सीन है। और आपको ना एंजॉय करना है, ना मज़ा आएगा आपको। और मुझे अच्छा लगा सच में कि एक खूबसूरत सा माहौल था यहाँ का, और उसके बाद पूरा कैफे शैफे और सारी चीज़ें। अब ये पता नहीं क्या है।
It is time for our break. You get to sit down, eat food. We'll be back in 4:15, so that's about an hour. Are we allowed to go?
और ये सारे वो ओरिजिनल कैमरे और वो हैं जो फिल्म में यूज़ हुए थे। तो यार सीन तो मज़ेदार है। तो ट्रेन पे चढ़ने के लिए लाइन कितनी लगी हुई है भाई साहब, मतलब क्यों यार, ऐसा क्यों, ऐसा क्या होगा इसमें अंदर। लेकिन ये वही ओरिजिनल ट्रेन है जिस पे उन्होंने शूट किया था, तो उसी वजह से लोग लाइन लगा के बैठे हुए हैं और कर रहे हैं। अब जाहिर सी बात है, हर किसी का अपना अपना होता है एक मज़ेदार सा सीन। सो लेट्स सी गाइस, हमारा ब्रेक है कुछ खाने पीने का, तो इस वजह से सब लोग आगे पीछे गए हुए हैं। मैं भी ज़रा देख लूँ कुछ, उसके बाद मिलते हैं। तो ये इस तरह का सीन है यहाँ पे भाई, और आप देखें कि सारे लोग जमा हुए हैं। बड़ा मज़ेदार सा सीन है। इस तरफ देखते हैं क्या है, कुछ समझ में आ रहा है कि क्या चीज़ है। यार ये बहुत अच्छी जगह है, मतलब आप ना इस पे बच्चों की पिक्चर खिंचवा सकती हो, तो पिक्चर खींचते हैं और इस तरह से उड़ते हुए जाते हैं। तो मज़ेदार है। बेसिकली ये जगह जो है ना वो है बच्चों के लिए, तो यहाँ पे आते भी बच्चे ज़्यादा हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि इतना कैरेक्टर्स का नाम सुना था तो मैंने कहा लेट्स यार देखा जाए। लेकिन मैं सच बताऊं कि मज़ा आता है यार, हैपनिंग है इधर। ऐसा नहीं है कि मज़ेदार सीन नहीं है, सीन मज़ेदार है और बड़ा बंदा एंजॉय करता है। तो ये पार्ट है इसका जो मुझे अच्छा लगा। बाकी ओवरऑल अगर देखा जाए तो उसकी फील अच्छी है, मतलब इस तरफ को इस तरह का माहौल आता है, फिर इस तरह का, फिर इस तरह का, फिर ये सारी मशीनें चल रही होती हैं। तो ये ना पूरी जो मूवी में चीज़ें जितनी भी सीरीज़ में यूज़ हुई हैं वो सारी इन्होंने ला के यहाँ पे स्टूडियो में रखी हैं और बड़ा अच्छा वो करा रहे हैं। तो एक मज़ेदार सा सीन है, ओवरऑल देखने वाला है। बहुत स्लिपरी है भाई, ये तो ऐसे हिल रहा है जैसे यार ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे ताज़ा बना हुआ है।
This one's a recreation. It's in the first two films. It's a real house.
ऐसे लग रहा है
But after
जैसे
two
फ्रेश
films, it got a little bit expensive to reserve a whole
बहुत
street.
मज़ेदार है।
And so we ended up making it
ताज़े
set for
ताज़े
Christmas
बर्तन लग रहे हैं,
onwards. We did originally
कुछ
have that privet drive set
ऐसा
out
लग रहा
here,
है
but it wasn't
It's nothing
built
to do
to
with
last the
father.
weather.
Yep.
So we had to
Said
make
all
it
the time with
outside.
dogs.
However,
If there's
all of the
something
props
wrong
in
with
here,
the bitch,
these are the
then
real
there's
props.
something wrong
There's
with
the
the...
Azkaban.
Even the
Yes, even the same. Well, that's not real. That's plastic.
Is it really?
Yep.
Because that's look really good looking too.
It's very convincing, isn't it?
Is it cute?
तो इस तरह से ये हमारा हुआ और हम अब आगे की तरफ जाते हैं
Oh.
और ये है और यहाँ से ये है और पीछे चले जाओ।
This is not original, unfortunately. Yeah, neither is Privet Drive from inside. They did not use that in the film. They just filmed from the outside. Yeah. Originally, the first film we filmed in a location. Again, very expensive to do that, and then they ended up building sets.
यार ये अच्छा है इसका ये देखें ये चिल्लाता है मजेदार सीन है इसका ऐसे हसीन मजा आ जाए ये ऐसा लग रहा है बिल्कुल रियल बना है इतने हसीन बनाए ना बहुत मजेदार है बहुत मजेदार कमाल खूबसूरत दिए था मैंने इतने सारे अच्छी अच्छी चीजें बनाई हैं कमाल कर दिया यार कमाल कर दिया
Like his eyes will be like,
Yeah, just did not work. So then they made a so when he's acting the scene, he can actually hold on to something and put his mouth into that. So yeah, I think that's the only one that they use in this. Everything else is CGI, unfortunately. That's also the reason why we don't see Dobby that much in the films because he.
Could you imagine seeing all of the house elves of Hogwarts?
Yeah.
Hogwarts and everybody else. And for Regulus, for Master Regulus, and then they all burst together.
Let's hope that will be included in the series because they keep telling us that they will be all of that.
That's amazing.
Yes, this is the one for the werewolf. Also,
इतनी सारी एसेसरीज रखी है ना इन्होंने मतलब ये गेटअप के लिए और वो सारी चीजें तो ये बता रहे थे कि इन्होंने कैसे इसको बनाया है तो सारी ये बड़ा इन्होंने मेहनत किया है ऐसे गेटअप और ऑल दैट चीजों पे
is there an actual hole that they put the sword through?
there is. I'm so glad you noticed. I was going to tell you about that. So if you take a look underneath here, I'm standing on the way. There's a hole that the sword went through. For the freaking door that he uses in the scene.
right there
So that.
यार ये कमाल का है बहुत मजेदार लग रहा है ऐसे लग रहा है कि बिल्कुल रियल हो इस पे जो पढ़ रहा है ना ये
James, look.
बहुत मजेदार लग रहा है और ये आप देख रहे हैं सारे गेटर्स और वो चीजें इन्होंने बताई है वो बता रही है हमारी गाइड बहुत मजेदार चीज अरे गेट भी लोग यूज करते थे ये एक जमाने में हमने बहुत यूज किए तो ये इनका मेकअप था भाई सारे ब्रशेस और कॉम भी वही है लगता है हॉलीवुड वालों का काम भी हम जैसा ही है मतलब कुछ खास फर्क नहीं है आप ये प्रोडक्ट देखें मतलब हम भी यही यूज करते हैं भाई आप लोग भी यही यूज करते हैं तो फर्क तो कोई खास रहा नहीं कैमरे का फर्क होगा फिर लेकिन अच्छा लग रहा है यार
It almost looked like the
Yeah, I
hollows.
know. It does. If you say that.
So this is used also in film.
This is not real gold. It's goblin gold. It's actually made out of foam. So
This is
but
used
yes,
in the
this
movie.
is used in the films. Yeah. So we have crystals, they're all made out of crystals, so no real crystals. There is 30,000 crystals in the big one, you think, all our chandeliers. This is the set that they used in the last film when they go with like Bellatrix and Helena was acting in it, so that whole scene when
ये पार्ट मुझे मजेदार लगता है सबसे, मतलब क्या हसीन बनाया यार, ये बहुत खूबसूरत है। यहाँ पे ये सारा दिखाया है गोल्ड जो है नहीं, इस तरह से गोल्ड दिखाया है, ये सारा ये सारी चीजें आप चेक करें जरा। यार ये कमाल है वैसे।
So that's what we have left. You can see the first thing. Every thousands and thousands of ones before that. So it's really unfortunate. I feel like that was happened.
You just filmed.
Yes,
that.
yes. As I was saying, these guys, there was never people to sneak set built. They used Diagon Alley for me just because it was so much easier. And it was a visual right as well, so it looked super nice. So they didn't want to use the blow up printing shack. I can't remember that there was an actual set for it. Gotcha. I guess it's so big that they don't even do that. Yeah. We're still trying to figure it out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I don't think it's good. I need a museum. In the end, 30 different versions of dummy that they just couldn't choose from. They wanted to use. He also planned all the designed all the Death Eater masks that you see. He's one of our favorites, as I said, because we do get Death Eaters around here, and they are wearing the original masks as well. So it's really
यार ये कमाल है, पूरे हैरी पॉटर में दिखाया है, ये बहुत आला है।
Bye. Bye. See ya. 他只要一听见动静，他就这样。